Dear friends, as an Orthodox Pole, I'm deeply honored being invited for today's conference, and in this way I would like to send fraternal, Orthodox, Slavic greeting to the great Serbian nation, always faithful to the God and the Holy Orthodox Church. I would also like to strongly emphasize that we are not dealing with any crisis of Orthodoxy, just opposite. We are experiencing a ruthless attack aimed at bursting our community from the inside, intimating the faithful, taking over and desecrating our temples, and spiritual colonization of the Christian East and South. Ukraine is another example of this war, as were Bosnia and Kosovo and Syria previously. The destruction of the church is the eternal and unchanging goal of the Antichrist, wherever he uses bombs and rockets, demonizing anti-culture or false catechesis and hypocritical missionaries. The war in Ukraine is also a religious war, and its spiritual aspect cannot be omitted in any analysis. I know Ukraine very well. I worked there for many years. I also cooperated with the local Orthodox Church, with the hierarchy, with the priests. So even with the greater pain, I can see its persecution. Yeah. I can feel the deep wounds inflicted first by the Poroshenko regime and then by the tyranny of Zelensky and his real sponsors. And at the same time, I see with growing anxiety that the same threats so severely affecting Ukraine and Ukrainian nation and the Ukrainian Orthodox Church have already penetrated into Poland. Over 5 million displaced people from Ukraine have arrived to Poland only for the last 18 months, coming with the intention of permanent settlement and enjoying numerous political and financial privileges, transforming my country in the binational state. The newcomers act insolently, trying to dominate the existing structures, including the church ones. Call for the Ukrainization of Polish Orthodoxy in the canonical territory of the Polish Orthodox Church. They attempt to create an alternative hierarchy directly subordinated to Dumenko, Poroshenko, Zelensky sect. Polish bishops are accused of collaborating with Moscow. The use of Russian and sermons and Old Church Slavonic in the Divine Liturgy is denounced, with a loud demand to be replaced with the Ukrainian, even in the Polish and Belarusian parishes. Indeed, even in former Ukrainian parishes, with the old Ukrainian community in Poland, priests who do not accept prayers for the Nazi fighters against Russian aggression are under public attack. Such situation took place, for example, in my city, Lublin, the eastern Poland, where Bandera activists wanted to take over one of the churches and pressured the clerical and statutory authorities to remove its parish. These slogans sound very familiar, don't they? Yeah? They come exactly from the propaganda of another useful anti-Christian tool, the Ukrainian Uniat Church. And this previous attempt of destruction against the Orthodoxy currently successfully cooperating with the Dumenko sect in Poland. The Uniates operate not only under the cover of the Polish state administration, but also thanks to the traditional help of the Roman Catholic hierarchy, which tolerates the centers of Nazi and Banderist propaganda in the Uniate seminaries and the Catholic universities in Poland. Support for Nazism and hatred for the Orthodoxy are the main common points of the Dumenko sect, the Uniates, and the regime in Kiev, which unfortunately is also strongly supported by Polish government. Dear Serbian friends, isn't this like a hate coalition against Yugoslavia, we all remember? Nazis, false Christians, Islamic fundamentalists and terrorists, always the same enemies, always in the first line of fight against the truth. Dear friends, As a Christian, I pray for the faithful around the world, but also for the conversion of sinners, including those led astray by lies or fear. But as a Christian, I also have a duty to defend the faith. And today, our faith is under serious threat. If we do not defend divine liturgy, if we do not protect our churches, they will be destroyed like those in Kosovo and profaned like those in Kiev and all over the Ukraine. This is the war for the orthodoxy. This is the war for the truth. Thank you, my beloved friends.